welcome back to my channel. This video is about what we need to do to protect and preserve our homes when it comes to the fall season. My first thing on the list are gutters. If they're not cleaned, then the water sits in your gutters and it leaks down in towards your foundation. And we are trying to keep as much water away from the foundation as possible. So we need to clean those gutters out from the fall leaves. Number 2 is check your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors. Check your devices for expiration dates because they do expire. And also check for batteries. Your batteries may need changing. If you hear that constant beeping every so often, that means your battery needs changing, and this is something that you need to check all of your devices in fall because it could save your life. Number 3 is weather strip. I weather strip my windows and my doors. It helps to keep the heat in and the cold out. It helps with insulation. It's number 4. In the fall, I change my curtains over to those heavier insulated curtains. Like some of them are blackout curtains. They're really heavy, but it also helps to keep the cold out and the heat in. Number 5, you can conduct an energy audit. You can go onto energy.gov and check it out. And there are ways of, you can either hire somebody or you can try to do it manually, where you can check your own home for energy saving ideas. Number 6, for all of you that are fortunate to have a wood burning fireplace, which is always great in the winter, I do advise that you get it checked and inspected. Make sure that your chimney is clean because it can cause a fire and very dangerous and hazardous to your health because the fumes, if your chimney is not cleaned, the smoke is coming back into the house, which you are breathing in, which is not good for your lungs. So always get your chimney inspected and clean. Get it inspected and they will tell you if it needs to be cleaned or not. Number 7, replace any filters, all filters on your HVAC, on your AC, on your heating, on your pool, on your washing machines, anywhere, your humidifiers, anywhere that you may have a filter. It is time to check your filter and replace them with clean ones for fall. Number 8, pack away or cover up all outdoor furnishings, your garden table, your garden chairs. If you're not going to leave them, if you don't bring them in, at least cover them up, protect them from winter, from all the elements of winter, so that you can save them and not have to purchase another one for next year. Number 9, walk around your home and look for any crevices, cracks, gaps, any holes that may lead to these critters getting into your home. When I first moved into my home, I woke up one morning and heard this strange noise and couldn't figure out what it was. And next thing you know, something was flying around in my house. And I was petrified. I locked myself in the room. I called everyone that I know and told them that they must come over and save me. And when all was said and done, it was a bird. I didn't wait around, honestly, to see if it was a bird. I just knew that something was flying around in my house and it shouldn't be. The only thing that should be flying around is me. And I wasn't. So I'm not sure how this bird entered in, but after that, I went around the house. I check to make sure there's no holes. I recently just found out that I had a little gap or a little opening on the side of my roof. So I had to close it up because I do not want to be in my house having roommates move in without my approval. So make sure you do that. Number 10 is check your house for radon. They have these radon tests that you can purchase online, or I think Home Depot carries them, and it checks for radon is a dangerous gas. So you would want to check to make sure that this is not you're not being exposed to radon gas within your own home. Number 11, we're nearly there. Now, if we've got this far and you're still here, please do not forget to like the video. And if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, because you're going to be missing out on very informative information if you do not. Number 11 is I like to keep a first aid kit in my home. So I like to keep a first aid kit, and I also keep a kit for my car, just in case. You never know. So whatever you want to have in your first aid kit or your car kit, this is the time to start to prop it up, to top it up, to add things to it that you may need, band-aids, whatever it may be. For your car, I like to have water, tissues, maybe a little snack or something, and a little first aid kit, because you just never know when you are out on the road. You might break down, you may be stuck on the side of the road for a long time. So it's really good to have a little kit that can keep you going until that emergency is over, or whatever the case. Number 12. Mow your lawn, cut the trees, and cut any trees or plants that you want to cut down for the fall. Plant any bulbs that you want to plant for spring. Now is the time to do all of that stuff. If you are not the person that does it, or you're not sure how to do it, then you can always hire somebody to take care of those things for you. Number 13. Now, this is just an idea. This is just something that I've seen somebody do, and I thought it was an excellent idea. And it is, if you live in a place that gets a lot of snow and that freezes over all the time in the winter, then reflective strips along the side of your driveway are great, because when the snow freezes over, you cannot see anything. And you cannot, if you're trying to pull into your driveway, or not you necessarily, but maybe somebody is coming to visit you, then these reflective strips will show where your driveway begins and ends, because you do not want anyone driving on your grass and messing up your beautiful lawn for the summer. And you wouldn't know until that snow melted, and by then the person is gone and your lawn is messed up. Not effed up, but messed up. So reflective strips, I think, is a great idea, but that's just, depending on your preference. Number 14 is stock up on salt for your driveways or your sidewalks, depending on where you live. So it's always good to have salt already in your garage or in stock, because the minute that it starts snowing and people realize that they're going to have snow for a couple of days or weeks, that's when they all run out for the salt. It is better to be prepared than to wait until that exact moment to realize that you are one of those persons that needs to run out and get you some salt. Number 15. Organize your garage. Nobody likes organizing their garage, and we just tend to stock things in there. Just, oh, put it in the garage, put it in the garage, put it in the garage, so they're out later. Later never comes. Before you know it, your garage is looking like mine. And I paid somebody to clean my garage out because I had a lot of stuff from when I was doing construction and renovations. And right now it looks like I did not do that. So I'm trying to be really conscious about not putting everything into the garage and not using it as storage. Or if I am, then I need to throw out as I put in. So organize that garage, get it ready for spring, and you're on your way. So if hopefully all of these tips 1 through 15 were very helpful to you, it makes a difference. It will make a difference in your life. Anyway, that is my fall list. That is for you. That is hopefully going to motivate you to get up and take care of these things before winter gets here, because we're already in fall. When did we get here? I thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, inspiring or motivating to you, please like the video, subscribe,